Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, guys, I think we're just setting up, just deciding which order they're going to be so make sure we're on the right side. But I am very, very excited to see this. Obviously, kind of like though M4E's been around for a little, for a little while. Obviously, this is kind of exploded back onto the scene.
Right.
But Mr.R, your veteran of Smash. He is a known player that has made his name across the world, globally, and now, of course, hoping to move forward in the top 8. We've obviously got to take down this title of a player in M4E.
Yeah, I do want to see how far the winner can go, man, because I feel like they've got a lot of stuff still to show the world, right? These guys are really good players in their own right. Everyone knows Mr.R, and I do feel like people can start to learn about M4E, not even just EU, but like, the NA, the JP, if they're watching on their side.
All right, and again, this is where this is going to be quite interesting now. We're sort of M4E just trying to swat Sheik away, but again, it's like things like that counter could be very, very sort of helpful. If Mr.R is just pressing buttons in M4E's face, just press the counter to get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be like counters, maybe the frame 3 footstool into the downer, maybe that. Just going to see what option he goes for. But oh man, drag downs, the one wing is out though.
Yeah, and this is where it gets a little bit more tough for Mr.R as well.
Right.
Obviously that wing does come out, gives Sephiroth the arm on the smash tags, as well as obviously the third jump. So M4E definitely going to be being able to play a little bit more mobile. Meanwhile, obviously, Mr.R is going to have to just make sure to try and take that stock away like he does with that bouncing fish.
Yeah, the lingering toe poke into the bouncing fish is going to be really helpful for him. And the one wing getting swatted straight away, losing it in an instant. But now this is where M4E needs to find a way back in, because this is where Mr.R can kind of like set his game plan in motion.
Oh, okay, you got to be careful there, as Mr.R was taking it all the way to the left side there, but M4E just going to dive up there with that up B. Mr.R just shaking his head at the player cam, like, yeah, that was good, that was good.
The FGC nod for sure. I love that the Nair lingering, because it kind of just lets him kind of guess where M4E's going to go and just reads the tech roll with him. Just follows him with it. Sheik's drift can be so good.
Again, the patience of Mr.R as well, not going to risk too much. He's got a lead, and Sheik definitely a character that, like, you just kind of find a few hits, so just sort of get things going. You can take the time, but equally, M4E just saying, I'm just going to lob giant ball of energy at you.
I mean, yeah, I feel like Mr.R kind of got off the ledge a bit too quickly.
Yeah.
And I think M4E was kind of like hoping for that.
It's real tough as well, like going against that, because you have to like figure out your times. Obviously, is the Sephiroth player going to like charge it up to 4?
Yeah.
Are they going to unleash it early? Like, when's the best time to get up? Because obviously you could just neutral get up. It's death.
And no matter what, you always feel like an idiot when you get hit by it.
Absolutely.
Always, man. I like to look at the player cams when people get hit by that move.
Yes.
Mr.R was like nodding his head like, oh man, okay. And it's interesting that M4E lets you use down air on platforms a lot, because obviously it goes through the platform and keeps the hitbox. So it is like a nice surprise. It can be very deceptive on where he's going to be landing. And I don't think Mr.R was ready for that. But nonetheless, M4E's kind of climbing his way back in. Just slowly but surely. Like I said, man, the methodical gameplay for M4E is coming out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's just on show here, where he's just, kind of not too worried. Of course, the needles in the bounty fish, and Mr.R actually just missing the final hit on that bounty fish. Not going to take the stock just yet. But again, this is where it starts now, the wings out.
Look at him, yeah.
So you know what? And again, like, genuinely, Fabs,
it.
question, what does she do about that?
I mean, I feel like she could just drop. Oh my
Oh!
God. Can you do anything? Wow. And looking for the shield break with the up B, but DI is all the way back to Italy with that, man. I don't know where he was going.
Yeah, Mr.R taking the stock away. Now, again, just going to get started. No wing to worry about just yet, but it will be sort of coming out fairly early as well with the more damage that is put on. And of course, Mr.R holding that lead as well, meaning the wing will appear a bit earlier, but I don't think Mr.R cares at this point.
No, he doesn't care. He just wants to smother him. And that's what Sheik does best.
Yeah.
She smothers you.
Yeah, and as we can see, it is out. And now, Mr. M4E even just trying to take that stock away. Again, the up smash has started to come out. But Mr.R is ready for them this time.
This seems to be what costs him, man. Like,
Yeah.
I say M4E has patience, but maybe he doesn't. Like, maybe he just doesn't. He's throwing out a lot of these big up smashes. I know he wants the kill, but he's forcing it too much. And Mr.R is able to just, he has that experience to be like, okay, cool. I'll just wait. It's all right.
The issue is that obviously, like, sure, you get the armor on them. But at the end of the day, if your opponent is ready for it, as we've seen before, and like with the bloom set, like if they're ready and for it, just saying like, okay, yeah, I know they're going to go for a smash attack, and they just shield it, then you're going to get punished because they are not unpunishable, even with the armor. So, you know, your opponent will still be able to get something out of it, and sometimes it's death.
Seems to be putting himself at risk forever, for sure, but just needs to find a way on how he can kind of steal the second stock.
Yeah, it's looking tougher and tougher for M4E here. Just not able to land the final hit. Well, okay. All right, you know, fair enough, M4E. You got that. You got that.
Them a couple times, man. He knows the timing, surely. Doesn't matter, though. Down tilt, up smash. Gets a little bit of slide on it, too. Tricky with it.
Yeah, big stuff there from Mr.R to take that game away. M4E certainly putting up a bit of a challenge, but Mr.R was just, you said it best earlier, Fabs, he was smothering him.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Sheik's game plans used to be doing, or seems to do, and I feel like that works so well against characters like Sephiroth, you know, where you have to rely on footstool into your down air, which can be kind of like annoying to do a lot of the time. You know, it's not exactly the easiest input to do, especially when you're getting pressured by a Sheik smothering you with godlike frame data, some of the best in the game. So it can be kind of daunting for Sephiroth in that regard. I just feel like he could have done other options apart from these up smashes, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Again, like, I think, are we back to a 0% success rate on the up smashes?
Back to 0%, yeah.
We're back to, keep tabs, chat. Keep tabs.
I mean, actually, didn't he get a kill?
Did he get a kill?
Because he hit the shield.
Might have been dumb.
No, that was Bloom.
That was Bloom. Yeah, because Bloom, he got one against Bloom at the very end in the final game.
Yeah, the second Kalos game.
Yeah. But I don't think he's got one against Mr.R yet.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That was only game one.
There's still time. There's still time.
Got a lot of time to work with.
Alright, but again, the Italian crowd behind them all getting hype as well. They still want to see their boy do well. They still want to keep this path alive. And certainly, you know, M4E, like, yes, you know, it was definitely Mr.R favoured.
Yeah.
I still feel like M4E put up a good fight there, though.
No, absolutely.
Like, he still, you know, he had stuff. He was still took it down to the final stock, and it was just kind of Mr.R just holding a bit more pressure. Oh, this is a raw song. What is this from?
I feel like I should know this, but
I feel like this is Tekken, but this is damn. This feels like Final Boss kind of music.
I mean, when you got Sephiroth in the building, I respect it.
Oh yeah.
You want to feel like the final boss, man. You want to hear a life bar come over your head, not over what I said before about Bloom, man. You want to hear for you.
Alright, here we go then. And going to Battlefield as well, which I do think, you know, is a kind of smart choice for M4E. Just sort of often have that extra platform just to play with. Yeah, and again.
You see M4E just backing off, gets a little bit of damage, just backs off. I feel like that's the type of gameplay you want. Let Sheik come to you.
Yeah, both these players just kind of sort of playing sort of the footsies with each other, just waiting for the opportunity, and it has been granted Mr.R, who's, you know, taking him off the ledge, he's taking him back onto the stage. He just want to keep that sequence going.
There's a raw neutral B on the shield, though.
Yeah, unfortunately that is going to get punished because that is not a safe move to follow out. But, I mean, Mr.R, you know, hasn't actually been able to do too much. They are just playing around each other. Like, these shields going up, they're jumping about, but neither of them hitting each other.
And this is the best thing. I think this is a good example of why people don't really, or people kind of accept that Sheik has low damage, because if Sheik had high damage with the stuff that she was doing, she would be banned.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? if you just watch how Ramen presses you, and just continually just stays on top of you.
Yeah.
And just applies loads of pressure and hits you with a lot of fares, but obviously the damage doesn't do much. I feel like it's kind of understandable, because if they did, they'd be doing some big damage. Like, you know, some close to some Steve level, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, you know, the problem is, though, with that damage,
he'll land one soon.
He's going to get one eventually, I'm sure.
Soon.
Maybe not that one, maybe not the next one.
Go for it now.
Soon. I was fully expecting it now. I can't lie. I think just anytime like I just see M4E just standing there, I'm waiting for the up smash to come out.
It's like he thinks about it for a bit, like,
maybe now. Yeah, there's a good time. That's gonna be no, okay, no. All right, we'll stop playing the up smash guessing game at this point. But I mean, even so, just is looking quite tough on his side. Like, he's not been able to find a meaningful hit in quite a while, but he has still got to get off his ledge. But I feel like M4E is kind of granting him the opportunity as well. Like, he was staying fully center stage there, which just gave Mr.R all that space to play with.
Yeah. And that can be kind of costly, right? Giving Mr.R so much ground to work with.
Yeah.
You know, Sheik is so fast, so mobile. You give an agile character stuff like that, they're going to be doing stuff like that to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we were saying obviously about how kind of like Sheik smothers their opponents, but I feel like you kind of almost need to do it back to her.
Right.
Like, you need to make sure that Sheik is not just walking all over you.
No, I agree with that. You know, locking Sheik down and making sure she can't be super mobile, making her stay grounded and everything, can be kind of helpful to you. Because if you don't, it looks like this.
Yeah.
And it's looking kind of detrimental for M4E right now.
Thankfully, M4E does find that stop with the forward tilt there. Now it's up to M4E just to try and get something else started here, but Mr.R is still going to play that kind of very sort of area game, wait for his opportunity, wait for his chance. And again, the patience coming out there, just not going to commit to anything else, just going to wait for it.
I just feel like Mr.R has a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
He doesn't go for a lot of like overzealous opportunities. He just gets his safe damage in and just waits. And I feel like that's a really good way to play Sheik, because getting safe damage is how you kind of progress. If you go for these often overzealous combos or trades, Sheik doesn't like trades, bro. She likes clean hits, because if she trades, she loses. So I do like the way that Mr.R like approaches the game with Sheik.
Yeah, I mean, he recognizes obviously like, yeah, my damage output isn't, you know, the highest. Like,
Yeah.
you know, obviously I do lots of attacks and for small amounts of
Oh,
damage.
you rolled
But
in too?
oh my god, and sometimes it doesn't matter, fam. Sometimes it doesn't matter.
Gave him the roll in, man. He just spoon fed him. Here comes the train, choo choo choo. And it was just, you know, just gave it to him just like a little baby. But, you know, unfortunate for M4E, Mr.R looking super strong in the second game. He's trying to make it 2-0, man.
Yeah, this is looking scary and scary for M4E by the second. And again, this is what we're saying about like Mr.R's patience, that, you know, obviously with his low damage output, that he could just take his time. He recognizes that this character is not going to be killing super early, so, you know, he can just wait out. And as this lead grows, I mean, that's only getting stronger and stronger, where he could just, yeah, get small bits of damage here and there.
I just feel like playing against... Okay.
He landed one!
Okay.
He landed one!
I need it. Okay. I was going to say, it does feel like playing against M4E feels like a patience test. If you can force M4E to kind of like throw out these up smashes that you're seeing, you do kind of feel like it's that little bit more comfy.
Yeah.
Because you're getting him to kind of expose the habits. You know what I mean? Instead of figuring them out yourself, you can kind of get him to expose it and give you the cheat code.
Oh, you saw Mr.R going for those neutral airs there. He wants to confirm into the bounty. He wants to wrap this up now, make it 2-0. But M4E's not granting to him. Again, I love that M4E is finally darting off stage to try and like catch Mr.R returning back. Didn't work out there, but you know, he needs to be starting to do that more.
Okay, just the raw up B, doesn't charge it though, just wants to get out of there, forces his way back to center stage. Charged up neutral B, and okay,
Yep.
hits back Sheik, and I don't think Mr.R's going to be happy about
And
that.
did you see the player cam as well? It's sort of just like, oh. Okay, finally an opportunity for M3 to get back in this game, but he's still got quite the mountain to climb here.
Hey,
And
man,
I
it's
don't know if
wing.
Mr.R's going to give it to him. Not easily, anyway.
Here we go though, one up throw, one there. And this is where M3 can kind of cook a little bit, kind of install that fear, man. The one wing going to stay forever until he loses that stock. You got to finish him.
Yeah, and you've just got to make sure you do not let even a single hit
Oh,
of Sheik
just throw it
catch
out
you.
down B.
Of course, as sort of this goes longer and longer, it actually gets scary as we, you know, are going into the final minute of the game here.
And you can hear the music, by the way. The music is not helping.
Oh my god, and that was actually a scary position for Mr.R there. If ever we'd gone for an upper there, that could have actually spelled disaster.
He's going to up smash for sure.
Yeah, I don't want him to, is the thing.
Same.
Because I feel like the moment he does and he gets shielded, that's over.
Yeah. He's got to finish assuming. He's only got 40 seconds left on the clock. Can't believe we're seeing a timeout, but it's Sephiroth, man. Sometimes you got to play lame to win the game, or sometimes you got to play lame to, Anyways, gonna have to see Mr.R finish this game out.
Again, like I feel like the desperation is going to start seeping through soon. That's a lot of damage.
Oh,
what
I'm
M3's put on. Yeah, at this point, I feel like actually M3 does need to. He needs to find something meaningful. The forward tilt was a smart idea, but again,
Applying the shield pressure. He's got to do it now. He's got 10 seconds left. Charges the full neutral B. Only to the blue one, though.
okay, he sends him off stage, but it's too much of a gap.
The blue one again. Tries to get any type of pressure he can. 5 seconds left.
Yeah,
Up
here we
smash,
go,
bro.
and Mr.R is just going to disappear. And oh my god!
God.
So close.
Oh my
I
God.
like what he went for, but Mr.R too mobile and gets away. I love what he went for. I love that up B down. It was a smart Hail Mary.
That was tense.
That was tense. That was very tense.
That was super tense. You see M4E drinking the whole bottle, man. You don't want to
I'd be dunking that on myself,
absolutely.
honestly. Like, none of that's got in my mouth.
I'd be asking my friends to get me 2 more bottles as well, man. I'm about to finish this one. Absolutely.
That insane stuff. I mean, like, Mr.R really did kind of escape that by the skin of his teeth at the end. The up B down, just as a final, like, I gotta go for something here. Like, there's not too much of a deficit, so I've got to find some way to take this stock. And, yeah, just going for it. Didn't quite work out, but smart.
It just felt like, as the game went on towards the final part, the fear was creeping in.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like Ramen was feeling it. And he decided to be way more campy.
Yeah.
And I feel like kind of exposing that type of area, getting Ramen to be less approaching you,
yeah,
is kind of where M4E can extend maybe a chance of opportunity.
Yeah.
If you can force Mr.R to get off me and kind of back off into that corner more, that's what M4E can kind of like capitalize and make it his game plan. But at the moment, it just seems to be Mr.R's game right now.
Yeah. All right, we are running it straight back, and for good reason too. That last game was literally decided by a timeout, and I have to say, that final stock that we saw from M4E, that's what I want to see more of.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that was what you needed to do to play this matchup correctly. He was installing fear in Mr.R, as you talked about, and that is a huge part of this matchup. If you, Sheik is again a nimble character, it's quite a light character as well. So if you can just install the fear of God in her, then yeah, absolutely you can take that so far.
Has to watch how you land though. No safe way. No option to escape. Okay, tries to get the up B, doesn't clip it though. And this is where Mr.R can cook. Never mind! Another up smash.
Another up smash.
He's going to feel very validated now.
At this point, he's landing all of them. Okay, he's down there, going to get punished, gives Mr.R opportunity, but the bouncer fish not going to connect. M4E just a little bit too high. The wing does come out though, and this is where I want to see M4E start pressuring. I want to see him going for these attacks and just kind of, again, making Mr.R scared. Literally everything we saw from the last stock, that's what I want to see now in this first stock.
Yeah. And they seem to be kind of slowing down the game here. I don't know if it's because of how intense that game 2 was.
Yeah, they're kind of just they are just playing around with each other. And I think it is like what we talked about before, where they're they're both players that like to wait for the opportunities. They're not really risking anything.
Yeah.
And so they're not going to go for these, kind of scary, risky options. And I feel like, actually, credit to M4E, I feel like he has slowed down. And like he's not going for these kind of like random up smashes now. I feel like the ones that were getting punished and, obviously, he was receiving stock losses for, he's very much just slowed down. He's going for his safer options, like the forward tilt.
Yeah.
Maybe even a down smash, because of course that does have a lovely bit of spacing on it. So, kind of just just chilling out a little bit, and it's been working out a lot better.
I just think M4E's been way more patient, and it's benefiting him a lot. And that's what I talked about, is that you're installing more fear into Mr.R. If you're not approaching as much, you're forcing Mr.R to approach with what he wants to do. If you're throwing out all these big hitboxes, Mr.R might feel it's a little bit threatened and might back off a bit.
Yeah.
That back off is what the difference is. That back off makes M4E have that chance to kind of creep in and get his game plan started.
Yeah. Still hanging on as well. 146 on M4E. This is all 3 damage. And finally, the bouncing fish does land. Mr.R not even going to confirm it, though. Just going to throw it out raw. Take that stock away. Again, both these players now just, again, playing around each other. Just dancing around at the shield. But Mr.R does find the opportunity. And again, the counter comes out. But actually, none of the hits actually strike as Mr.R is able to just keep the sequence going.
Even on shield, he's throwing it out now. He's getting a bit shameless with it. And all that patience he had at the start of the game is just going out the window.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I know we talked about in the first game how the counter is really nice for kind of just interrupting that sequence, that flowchart that Sheik's like to go for. But equally, it's not perfect, and you can be shielded. So if Mr.R is ready for it, which I feel like he is now, then M4E's going to get punished for it.
Okay. Doesn't get the hit, but gets a lot of shield pressure.
Exactly, and those kind of up smashes are actually fine. Those are the sort of ones which you want to be landing, because that is, again, pressure.
They're out once in a while. It does scare you. Okay, Mr.R backs off, maybe trying to read the roll, and okay!
Oh! And he kills with it as well! Oh, he's a changed man.
It's the 1 wing, baby. That was a sweet spot as well, I believe.
finally, M4E actually holding a lead here for, I think, the first time in the set.
He's got some fight left in him, man.
Yeah, definitely. This is looking like the strongest game, actually, we've seen. Apart from that last one, which, again, was decided by the timeout, I feel like this is definitely M4E at his strongest right now. I think he's finally kind of recognized what he wants to do in the matchup. Yeah, now Mr.R just trying to find a way to take this stock. M4E is definitely slowed down the pace. He's not letting Mr.R have a single opportunity to do anything. I love to use the down tilts as well. Just to interrupt, kind of do anything just to get the Sheik away.
And yeah, it seems to be on, like, M4E's kind of like, it's kind of on M4E to kind of run away now, because Mr.R's going to look for that final confirmed kind of hit and get the kill. Not even a confirm, just any straight hit. And this is Sheik's problem, though. And this is where M4E can kind of like bank off it. Here's turn to set the pressures. Here's turn to set the pace.
Exactly.
And kind of like command Mr.R to, you know, play my game plan. Play my game.
And this is so interesting as well, as Mr.R is trying everything to try and take this stock away.
He is hopping.
And M4E is just not letting it happen. Like, this is a lot of damage that has been put onto Mr.R's last stock. And M4E is still hanging on with those two stocks.
But I feel like both these characters, okay, I like the mix-up. Both these characters can sometimes struggle to get that final struggling, you know, that straight hit, right?
Okay, we are getting closer. You know, we're down to that 1 minute 30. But this time, M4E is in a lot better position. But he does want to hang on to this stock. You know,
this is what I was saying, though, man. When M4E's on the ledge, it feels like he's at home.
Yeah.
But definitely getting evicted right there, you know, Mr.R finally taking to even stocks. But look at the percent, man. He's taking so much damage. so much damage, okay? But, you know, Mr.R trying to creep in any way he can, gets the grab. Trying to reset on that top platform, but M4E not giving it to him.
Oh, there feels like a bit of a momentum shift here. Mr.R is starting to get things going here, and it's looking scary and scary.
And he's getting smothered.
Yeah, M4E really needs to seal this up soon. I think he'd forget the timeout. I think he just needs to go for the kill, which he does with the up air. And finally takes that game where you see the sigh of relief in his face.
Forget the sigh of relief. The Italians are popping off in the back.
Absolutely.
That guy in the middle is my goat with the glasses, with the white hoodie, Nike t-shirt, or Nike hoodie, should I say? Shout outs to them, man. They've been going crazy, red in the face.
I think they were doing a commentary earlier on NGK's channel as
really?
well. Yeah,
Okay,
I think for one of the M4E sets.
Shout outs to them. You know, doing it big for M4E. You know, he's trying to get this game. You know, trying to get this set. Putting a game on the board is really good.
Yeah, no, absolutely shout out to the Italian scene. I feel like they've been kind of sort of coming out a bit more as well. They're sort of starting to travel way more than they used to. It's good to see him out there, and of course cheering on their boy as he has currently begun the process, at the very least, of this reverse 3-0.
And he's always smiling too.
Yeah.
He's a really smiley boy.
All right, here we
Takes
go.
a lot of deep breaths, but I feel like you have to, man.
Absolutely. I mean, like, even at the end there where sort of he did hold the lead, it was gradually slipping away by the second.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have to see kind of, you know, if he can finally take this to a game 5. And I do wonder what the game plan was there, just to stand and take the needles.
Maybe he just wants the wing quicker. I don't know, man.
Maybe the pain makes it power up, you know. He needs to feel something to get into it.
He's feeling a lot, man. There's damage coming in from Mr.R. Talk about she doesn't do too much damage.
Oh my
she
god.
does, man.
Oh no.
He might just
oh
die.
no,
He
you
might
are
just die.
dead. You are dead. That's a quick one for Mr.R.
They want Sheik to do more damage when she's doing stuff like that. Okay, man. Okay.
Mr.R said you are getting one game and one game only. Again, now it is a bag on Mr.R. He does again find the grab to another sequence. 41% tagged on immediately. Not really slowing down. M4E finally makes it back, but again, it's just combated by Mr.R constantly.
And this is where M4E can kind of like, you know, play his game plan now. Like, he's got time to breathe. He has one wing now, but again, Mr.R not letting up.
Oh, this is just, it's brutal advantage state from Mr.R. Constantly, he's just all over it. Again, we keep going back as well, but smothering Fabs. He is just smothering constantly.
He is. He's in his face, man. He's asking a lot of questions, and M4E does not have no answers. Yes, he does, though. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he can't be caught slacking against those up smash, especially with the wing out. You gotta be ready for it.
And now M4E can kind of come back. Just off that raw up smash.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for M4E finally to strike. But, well, you know, it was an opportunity at the very least. Was. Keyword.
And it seems like the game is kind of swinging back in each other's favor. Definitely Mr.R's court right now. He served.
Yeah, and now, yeah, again, it's all just on M4E. If he can make these sort of comeback without sort of, you know, if he can stop Mr.R's constant pressure that he's been putting on. Again, another early wing as well, which is never really a good sign. You don't actually really want that to be a thing. It's helpful, but you don't want it there because it means you're in a bad position.
This game just kind of flew out of M4E's hands, man.
And it's crazy as well, because I feel like the last 2 games, M4E kind of worked out something, but then in this one, Mr.R just went, you know what, I don't feel like losing anymore. I don't feel like it.
I've had enough now.
Yeah.
I've adapted. I've woke up.
Yeah, this has just been all Mr.R, but finally, M4E does find that stock, giving him one final opportunity here to try and seal things up. We know he can. He's done it before. But Mr.R is playing with a lot of momentum. He's playing in a different gear entirely. And M4E needs to try and find a way to stop that, which he doesn't with that bouncing fish after the needles. The Italian seeing are sad, but Mr.R is happy.
Yeah, a good initiated hug from M4E side as well. I feel like he did play well.
He played really well.
There were pockets of opportunities where, you know, M4E, really took advantage of situations.
Yeah.
Even the timeout was really close. Had another like near close, like, you know, long set. So it was a really long paced game. But I just feel like Mr.R is ready for his marathons.
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't like a surprise for him.
Yeah.
It was more so the up smashes were kind of like taken by surprise. But once he got you know, comfortable with it, he was able to kind of just sail through.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, it's just this constant, like, ridiculous pressure and advanced state that Mr.R puts on. Again, it's just, if he is, I think we did correctly guess at the start with the matchup, it's sort of about how if M4E cannot swat Sheik away, it was going to be dangerous. And that's exactly what we saw. You know, if Mr.R was in M4E's face, then there wasn't really much that he could do.
I do want to know, like, what Sephiroth does when Sheik is just in your face. Like, what do you actually do?
It looks tough. It looks so tough. But regardless, I mean, M4E does bow out there, but we're still, what a run.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely still showing that, yeah, he can stand up against Eve's best. I mean, I think, what, he lost to first seed and third seed? Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. for what, 7th?
Yeah.
So
that is rough, actually.
Big
That's really rough.